were invented by Arthur C. Clarke.
What's your last
With the North Pole here in the center, and Antarctica is not a continent, it's just an icy landmass that goes around the outside.
Oh, check this out. It's flat here too. There's a curve. There's Indiana. Yeah.
Nice day to pick to come up here again.
The perfect time. Hey, how's it going?
Checking you guys out.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me about the theory.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Music theory.
You heard about the flat Earth thing before?
I don't know. I mean,
The theory is the globe. That's the theory.
Yes.
theory?
Yes. Because we have no physical evidence of that. We have nothing except for NASA, right?
And I can
So-
prove that's his fate.
And that's easy to prove. Like, if you looked at like the moon mission, you believe we landed on the moon, by the way, or?
I mean,
That's my
Sorry,
theory.
Joe.
I would say yeah. Flat Earth revolution. Because I was actually arguing with a coworker about the. He believes it's.
It's flat.
No, I just to argue with him.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I've heard the argument. I would say it's flat, and I would give my reasoning. I mean, it's not that sophisticated nor intricate, you know, but
The flat Earth
Yeah,
model or whatever.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, there's no observable curvature, right? It's supposed to be 8 inches per mile square. So when you look at, like, if we were able to look out there, you would see, like, you know, what is it? What's the farthest viewing angle from here? We're talking 60 miles, something like that.
like 30 plus.
30 plus? Okay. On a good day, 30 plus miles. So 8 inches per mile square, you know, at some point in time, you're going to start getting a drop. And around that, I mean, we're talking, what is the curvature calculation? I think it's like almost like 100 something miles, not 100 something feet of a curve that should be visible that isn't. So that's when you have to kind of start thinking like, okay, and then when you're looking at a horizon, okay, so let's say it's 30 miles that way and 30 miles that way. So it's a 60-mile horizon line. So how is that completely straight from end to end if we live on a ball?
I'm working on my...
Because the ball is only 25,000 miles, you know, in circumference. So that's not that big, you know. Like everybody says, it's so big, you wouldn't be able to experience it. Like 25,000 miles. Like people just don't understand numbers because, like, you know, you walk 1,000 miles per year. So for 25 years, you walked around the Earth. Does that make sense?
Right.
Do you know anybody that's traveled around the Earth in 25 years? Like I mean, that walked. You know, I mean, not that you could walk. The point is that the distance is just, it's so expansive, and we think that it's like bigger than what it is, but the curve should be visible way before that, because 25,000 is all the way back to square one.
Right.
So if you divided that and you said 12,000 miles, okay, 12,000 miles, okay, now you're talking 1,000 miles, well, you should definitely be able to be, you know, pitched over 1,000 miles. So even at a couple 100 miles, you should be able to see a hump, something, you know, because we're talking about from that to that. So eventually, you know,
Okay,
yeah, you were gonna say
so
something?
trying to visualize the hump, but what about,
yeah.
I guess, in a bigger spectrum where you're in space
But I
and
think you are.
There's no space.
there's no space?
Yeah, because we never experienced space, right? We get the story
My
of
latest
space.
post on Facebook.
Okay, but what about footage and stuff like that? Well, how do you guys describe that?
Fisheye lens. You know what a
Footage of
GoPro?
From let's say NASA,
Yeah.
documented
Of what?
of landing on a moon and actually recording, or even satellite footage.
Have you heard of Hollywood?
Have you looked at the moon landing, by the way? Like, because a lot of people, they say that the
I'm
moon...
actually interested in this.
Right, a lot of people just assume that the moon landing was legit, but nobody's really scrutinized
Here's my latest find.
the moon landing.
A NASA photo. So read that and then I'll show you the links.
I think the people up here
Look at
who
it.
see the flat horizon,
Yeah,
workers or something, would,
be more...
yeah,
Yeah.
to actually see. The theory, what's the theory? Is that we should weigh less on the top?
It's like the closer you get to the center, the stronger the gravitational pull should be. So,
Yeah, it's
which is unobservable.
Here's my
These are all the
model.
globe pictures
Right?
from NASA with links and everything. Look at the continents and how big that continent is compared to that one.
The
That's
scale we
United
bought
States.
at Walgreens around the corner
And I
before
got
we came
links
in.
directly to their
$30.
website.
A weight scale. It's down to what?
That's
One decimal
2012.
point.
2,000. See how big that one is?
But how
Compare
do
that
you-
one.
how
See
do
the
you-
colors, how the
but-
change?
Yeah, how do you know, like depending on the camera, what about the lens? Does
Well, if it's a
the lens make
ball,
all these different-
if it's a ball, then it shouldn't be a ball if it's the lens, right?
Right.
So it should be like an oval or something. Like if there's a distortion involved, it should be visible. But if you look at, they're perfect circles.
Yeah, they're all perfect circles.
So with this, the North Pole is in the center, and Antarctica, it's not a continent, it's just an icy landmass that goes around the outside, holds all the water in, so there's no edge. And then the sun, moon, and stars, they circle around us. So like right now the sun is over us here, and then as it goes around, because it's really close, as it goes around over here, then it's nighttime for us, and it becomes their daytime. And it goes around once in the 24 hours. And then if you're flying over here, circumnavigating, you can go west over to that way. Or if you go east, you go over to.
Here's another thing. Nobody's ever circumnavigated north and south like this. We've only done this. And then the record distance for north and south navigation goes down, pitches over a little, and comes back up. They don't even make the full revolution. So what's going on? Why aren't they doing it? Because it makes sense here because all they did is do that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas they're saying that, it counts for this. How does that account for this? You know what I'm saying? It just looks like they just looped back up. If it was real, then you would see them pop out here. Beep.
This the one that is most famous, Blue Marble. And if you zoom in this area right here, this is what you'll see. This is the one they use for the iPhone. All Photoshop, copy and paste clouds. See how they're
Right, identical.
So if you download the original photo from their website, that's what you'll see. It's just Photoshop crap.
Even the panorama
That's what they
Yeah,
pictures that they have on each direction.
completely flat. No curve. Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's more pictures like this, other globes. Russia had one that came out that had the same thing.
That's interesting.
And
You should look up,
panorama pictures that you have too. Show a
Harness.
flat
Right.
horizon across the top.
Exactly. Harness ISS. So if you go on YouTube and you just type in Harness ISS, you'll see videos of them on the ISS bobbing around, and then they bend over and you see wires pulled on the back of their
I
waist,
posted that all on my
like they're wearing wires. And then, what's funny is like,
sex.
So then, if that's
In the
the
clouds?
truth, then how could anyone?
They do
other
that
than
even in the Disney
people who
cartoons.
Can say that they
They're
fly
right
in
up
space, which is
that word
200,
in all the
200,
cartoons.
300.
and there's so many like CGI glitches on the live streams that they show, where it actually proves that they're using multi-layer screening. So they're actually filming against a green screen, and there's a background area that's a video of that input. And actually proof of that, where there's like one video where they're standing up, they end the transmission, but the back video keeps rolling, and then the front video glitches out. So you see their bodies glitch out in the perfect frame shape of their original selves, and then the background is unaffected by the glitch. And because we all know it's fake, like anybody who does a little investigating, and with it, like, you got to be critical, because if you're biased and you're like, there's no way it's a globe, you're only going to find proof of your globe. But if you're like, I'm going to challenge my beliefs and see how legit they are, you'll see that the only thing that we have is just this propaganda that's been fed to us, and it's just propaganda. It's so weird because there's no physical evidence of anything. We're supposed to be spinning 1,000 miles per hour by the equator, and you think, the speed of sound, 1,000 miles an hour is about faster than the speed of sound, right? Because it's like 800 and something miles per hour. So how can I turn to my west and talk to the guy next to me, turn to my east, talk to the guy next to me, and they both hear me at the exact same time if we're moving faster than the speed of sound?
Have you ever thought about the shape of the Earth? Have you ever thought about the shape of the Earth?
No.
The Earth is flat.
Flat?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. That's cool.
Did you see that picture right there?
Oh yeah.
Do you see how far that is? Does that make sense that it should be that flat?
Oh, okay.
Do you know the curvature calculations?
No.
8 inches per mile square. So you got to square the distance.
Oh.
So if that were true, that should be like down here. It should be a noticeable curve. Yeah. Like 100 miles, like if you're looking out and let's say this is 30 miles here and this is 30 miles here and that's 60 miles all the way across, how is it a straight line?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
How's that?
it shouldn't be.
I think
It shouldn't be.
it's clear enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then why don't we see things tipping over the curve? Like when it goes over the curve, how come you don't see a building doing that?
There's a high altitude balloon,
Look how flat that
20
is.
miles up and still perfectly flat. This is how Earth is with the sun and moon. The sun's very small compared to Earth. It's actually smaller than this diagram, but just for illustrative.
This should be like a straight line.
Yeah,
It should be
it
straight
shouldn't be.
if it's a ball.
It's impossible.
See how small the sun
And then look at the hot spot. Like it's like right above there. Like it's a hot spot right there. How does that make any sense? If it's 93 million miles away, the hot spot should be covering the whole.
Yeah, but how could it
Yeah.
be like this?
Yeah. How is it possible?
I don't know.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
No, we're just up here trying to wake people up. I run this page, the Flat Earth Revolution, and he runs the meetup here in Chicago. I'm moving to Europe soon, so
Okay.
there's some proofs inside there, about the flat Earth and
Okay, I will
how,
check
how
it out.
perspective works. How the horizon
How the
always
sun
rises
sets.
to your eye level, no matter how high you go up.
Yeah, it's funny. I want to check it out.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Right, we're trying to figure out a direction of a building we're looking for.
I can zoom in on it for you if you'd like.
Great, you know which one, there's a building down there, has like a statue on top of it.
It's called Flat Earth Statue.
It's called, what kind of statues?
Flat Earth Statue?
Flatter,
Flat Earth.
flat earth.
Oh, it's this one.
You got her to say flat earth, Nick.
Is that- Oh, that's so funny.
That's it right there.
Well, it's funny
There it
until
is.
you look into it.
There's a statue. Oh, that's on top of a building? No, that's on
Yeah.
the ground.
Our Earth is
That
a
statue
spinning
right
ball.
there is on the
Yeah,
ground.
here, is this yours?
Yes.
I don't want it.
Can you give it to your son?
No,
or kids?
no, I cannot.
Why?
Because I don't want to, thank you.
Willis Tower Sky Deck. We're out here in the basement. This is lower level 2. And the point is we're going to take a scale and do a quick weigh in. Go up to the sky deck, take another weigh in, and then compare the two results.
It says 152.6. Okay, my turn. This is 152.6. That's for Nick.
It's Tim. 184.
184 for Tim.
Are we gonna write this down?
Well, he's carrying this. Let's take it again without him carrying it.
184 for Tim.
I'm gonna write this down. Otherwise,
Do it one more time. Well, we got it on video.
184 for Tim.
Yeah. $249.8. I'm carrying a lot of stuff on me, guys. So.
I think
249.8.
it's good we got a range. Good weight range too.
249.8.
So you didn't lose as much as I did on the way up.
151.8. All right, let's see.
Well, if you look up how much we sway, I think it's like
152.
3 or 4 inches.
No, it's 152.
What was it?
151.8. 153. That's crazy.
What? You know, it's funny. We were getting such.
Okay, let me move it back.
We
a
should
little
go
bit.
in all the corners of the building. See if it changes.
This was such a great idea.
172.2.
This. I don't think I was holding that.
No, it's 160. What?
It is doing some crazy shit now.
167.
167.6. 245.
Can't see your screen though.
It didn't.
What? Now it's 243. Hold on. Maybe it has to do because we're swaying, so it's messing with the reading. Think about it. The top of the building is supposed
We're
to be moved.
swaying
We're swaying side to
back
side.
and forth.
243.8 this time.
But how come some of us get like the same?
You're losing weight.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Hey, how's it going?
Just real quick, is you okay to film and everything up here?
Yeah.
It's just the only thing, we have received some complaints from people with pamphlets being handed out and other questions like that being asked, certain questions. So you guys are more than welcome to film and everything else like that up here. And the only thing that we can't have you doing, again, they just can't have you disturbing the other customers.
They
and
asked.
also-
They asked for it.
They asked for
They
it?
did, yeah.
Only the ones that asked for it we gave out.
That's completely
Yeah,
okay.
because we said we didn't want to do that here because the last thing we wanted to do is have any problems with that. So.
Not a problem, gentlemen. As long as you can maintain up here, as long as you guys aren't doing those things,
Yeah.
then and then, unfortunately, Skydeck has asked us that the no scale as well. So, unfortunately, I don't know the extent of the whole situation myself.
Oh, great.
That's why I'm just asking this really quickly. And then, as long as it's all good, then you guys can stay up here as long as you like.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it. You too.
We need to put the scale away or what? Anybody's weight, we can't use it.
Yeah, they just don't want any obstructions down on the floor.
Are we obstructing anything in this corner? Nobody's walking by here.
Right, but still, if people do walk by, people are still in the way.
It'd just be a tripping hazard for the other people, that's all. People tend not to pay attention.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
So you want to put it back in the backpack? I think we're done with the scale anyway.
We did all of our measurements that we could do.
That we could do with the equipment that we had. Oh,
Very good.
Oh, I forgot about
We
this.
have enough. Were all of them? All of them were strong. 4 strong.
Is this a square scale?
All of them, huh?
yeah.
And 2 of them were the same person, split in half.
Split in half. They're the special team.
5 strong. Let's go back to the front. How do we go back to the?
Once you're up here, you're already up here. That's your ticket up. It's only a one-way ticket up.
Oh, we got to jump down. No, that was hilarious. I'm sorry. One way ticket.
Yeah.
You know, just like.
It's not. I mean, you have to pay again. It's $24.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Have we upset people up here?
You said what?
Have we upset somebody up here for being
I
up here?
don't know. I was just told that you guys wasn't supposed to have tripods and not interviewing people. So the manager of Skydeck called my manager. And are you recording?
Oh, no.
Okay, you're not supposed to be recording.
Yeah.
I was wondering if the not having a tripod is that something that they go like through screening when we're at security.
Yeah.
They should have told us that at screening or at security
Yeah, they saw it and we had to try that.
because we went through that with the tripod.
Oh, he's got a job to do. All right. Well, I think we're about to get kicked out of this place.
I think we should stay here as long as possible.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why did you stop recording? You should have just said no.
No, I'm still
not.
recording.
I think you just turned it on
Yeah.
when you said. That's when the red light came on.
Here's your.
All right. Big smiles. Ready? 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, got the top of my head.
I moved.
I'm gonna take 2 more. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. There we go.
Good. All right, guys.
Here's that minute. Here's your card.
Cool. Here, you're collecting cards, right?
Can we jump?
Yes.
We can?
He wants to see it happen. He's like, one day somebody's gonna go through this thing.
So we can jump.
Yeah.
You serious? We can jump?
We've done it a week.
What if we all three of us at the same time trying to break it?
You'll still be alive.
I don't want to believe it. Yeah.
People that come up here, they're not even from
Exactly. It's a tourist spot.
What do you say? That's Millennium Park?
Millennium Park. Bam. Navy Pier. Well, no, that's the whatchamacallit, aquarium.
Shed Aquarium?
Shed Aquarium.
Is it?
Yes.
They torture and cage and put animals in prison there.
Yep. And everywhere. Shed Aquarium, Brookfield Zoo. There's the Field Museum right there. The one on the farther right.
Is that a rocket on the side of that building?
Is that
Black and white.
a swastika on
Where?
the Chase building?
Where? Yes, it is. Whoa, I just noticed that. It is a swastika, isn't it? It's weird.
Guys, if we could see further, we wouldn't be looking at what's right in front of our eyes.
So what I tell you, Tim, we should reschedule.
So this was really good.
This is good.
Get to see what's going on right in front of us.
In here, on the observational level. Right?
Okay. Like all these buildings were built. Like somebody
Put them together.
people put these together. Like little erector sets. I'm bringing out the tripod.
Busting it out.
You want to get kicked out?
This is our moment of truth.
Don't do it. They said no tripod, no scale, no tripod.
You're gonna listen to him like that?
We're gonna get kicked out, I'm telling you.
Are you gonna be a
And I'm not with you.
negative Nancy the whole time? Are you gonna be Are you gonna let him talk to you like that?
I was doing just fine with my tripod.
Oh
but you
wow,
started
they
causing trouble.
They turned the
Me?
Buckingham Fountain on.
You're the one that's causing trouble. I told you to stop it with the scale. We gotta do it in every corner.
Hey, the sun's out. Look over there.
Oh yeah, let's go on the other side.
All right. It sucks. I got a fisheye lens over here. Oh, look at that. Solar plexus, man. Look, it's opening up. A rift is opening.
I can see blue sky.
I can see blue sky.
Oh, I saw a plane.
I promised you
I saw a
sunshine.
plane.
You promised him sunshine.
I promised him sunshine. Look,
Yeah.
you're
I
welcome.
saw a plane up there. What? I needed it to shine on my face. Till then, I don't believe it.
Well, we got to go over there.
Good dude. Is it better than that one? Yeah, I thought so.
There's a bug on the outside of the window on the sky deck observation. What the heck? What kind of bug is that?
That was a journey. It took a journey.
Look how high up we are. And there's a bug on the outside of the window.
Come closer, guys.
I don't want to. Okay.
Don't touch me, though.
Don't touch me.
All right, look up. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
With the Willis Tower being the height of 527 meters, gravity will only be
Take a picture of me, quick.
0.0165
Here, take a picture of me.
difference from the ground.
Who wants to take a picture?
Wow.
Wouldn't be able to measure
You
that.
dropped something.
Whoa! What just happened?
Crack.
Now it feels like
I heard a crack.
Now it feels like we're flying.
If they're in the vastness of space, why are there bubbles?
Do you believe in the sea level? Or a level? A construction level?
100% level. Water always finds its level. How does water curve around the ball for 70% water?
Because God is amazing, that's why.
He is amazing, and he created a fixed immovable earth.
He did not.
It's in Genesis.
It's like this.
It's the first passage of the Bible.
North Pole here in the center. In Antarctica, it's not a continent. It's just an icy landmass that goes around the outside.
At
Holds
night,
all the
why
water
can
in,
we
so
see
there's no
Venus
action.
and
So-
Mercury at night?
How can we see, where is the South Pole then if the Earth is flat?
South is always away from the north. Magnetic north is in the
It holds all the
center.
oceans in. So
You go
can't fall
east,
off.
you go west. This is north.
Like this,
This
see?
is south. That's it.
And if
I'm
you're
gonna let you guys have that theory.
That was fun. Let's do it again. We should do this all day.
10 for 10. Yeah, I know. We had a little bit of a rush. Now it's gone.
Look into it. We're gonna keep flip-flopping back and forth. Anybody speak English here? You guys speak English? Yeah. You want to look into the flat Earth? The Earth is flat. It's not a globe. It's like this. Antarctica is not a continent. It goes all the way around, holds all the oceans in.
And the North Pole is in the center.
Water always seeks its level, right? So if Earth contains 70% water and it's all level, it's flat. There's no curvature. The horizon is always straight, horizontal.
No matter how high up you go. Yeah.
It curves. What are you talking about?
There's no visible proof.
Enough, it goes.
Show us a picture.
He's got a P900 camera that can zoom on something that goes over the curve, and he can bring
The
it
only
back
time
up
there's a curve is
top
if
to
they
bottom.
use a fisheye lens that artificially curves the horizon. You'll never see
Like this
curve.
camera right here has a fisheye lens, so it makes it
GoPro or whatever.
Makes it curve.
That's the only time you'll see a curve.
All right, so you believe the Earth is flat?
I know it is. You believe it's a globe, but I know it's flat.
Yeah, we did our research and actually looked into the globe, and then we found out there's no proof that we live on a spinning ball.
Put some information right here, some tips. If you want to take this.
How to research, how to, yeah.
So, what's with all the space pictures?
Yeah. I mean, how can we trust them, right? There's only 200 people that have been to space. So it's like 200 people telling you the Loch Ness Monster exists. How credible is that? It's not very credible.
So
And then,
you don't believe those pictures are real?
well, let's look at NASA and development of NASA, and like let's look at Hollywood. And if you look at rotoscoping and green screen techniques, they're all started around the times where NASA's really started getting crazy with their stuff, like the 24-hour live surveillance
This is the
stuff.
latest picture I found on their NASA website. So I can link it. NASA.gov. If I go here on that link, I zoom in on his boots. They're backwards. They Photoshop it backwards.
Yeah, it's going outward.
Yeah.
It's all fake. This is their website. They're doing life-threatening repairs on a satellite. There's no satellites up there, but
And they got the shoes on the wrong feet.
they can't even get their boots on straight. So this website I run is called the Flat Earth Revolution. So if you go to photos or videos, I post a lot of proofs on here to make people open their mind to see. I don't have Wi-Fi now, but to see like all the stuff NASA is doing. Like
So what happened when you proved that the Earth is flat?
well, they're trying to hide a creator, right? That they want us to believe in a Big Bang, an evolution, and all this, but it's all bullshit. They don't want you to believe in God, that we just all created. They locked my phone.
Well-
I can't even open any pictures, anything.
They probably locked our internet.
Look, my whole phone's locked. Because of these guys.
Set it power off and power on.
They don't want us to spread the truth out here.
Nah, they seriously. Like from the second we came up, they were dropping hints. You know.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
I can't even get my internet.
How about you? Did you get locked out?
I don't know, I got the exclamation point. I'm checking my network now, but it looks fine. I had my phone off. My phone was off because it was
I'm
charging.
connected to Skydeck. That's how they locked me. Did you see? As soon as we started talking to somebody, he's like on top of us.
No, dude. He was ready to go.
No one-
Yeah, I mean, it sounds crazy, but look into the flat Earth.
I know about flat Earth.
Well, what do you know?
About how it works and how it should work. About the ice.
Yeah, what doesn't make sense to you, would you say? What is the most ridiculous thing of flat Earth theory?
Then I just don't know why someone should lie to us about Earth. Like, it doesn't matter for me if it's round or flat. I
Well,
don't care about.
well, they care because they don't want you to know that it is flat, so you don't know that you were created and that you're actually significant. Because they're telling you you're insignificant on a piece of dust floating through space, but there's no proof of this. This is just a story to get you to believe it.
Yeah, but I'm not against this story.
Right, but that's because we don't know what's at stake, right? Because we just assume that there's no difference on whether it's round or flat. But if you look into it, you find out the whole round story is meant to keep you isolated so that you feel you can't make an impact on this world. You're not important. You're insignificant. Live for yourself, so be selfish, because that's what they want you. They want you to be selfish. But if you knew this was an enclosed plane and everything mattered, you think you're gonna care about yourself? You're gonna try to help your friend out, your next friend. You're not gonna like ignore somebody in pain because you know we're all in this together. And that's the trick that we never really considered. You've never really considered it as we're in this together. And that's the tricky part, is that once you realize this is a closed system, you know, everybody is important. So why are you wasting your life if we're important? Why are they telling you to buy expensive things and to go out drinking and partying if you're important? Why are they selling you this truth, this lie? Pretty cool. Hey, what's up?
So unfortunately, they gave me a call again, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they have asked for us that you guys would be go ahead and leave the premises.
What? What's the reason?
Skydeck is requesting that you guys go ahead and get moved. It's just one of the policy effects. If you have any contacts, any questions about all that, this is security and Skydeck are separate entities. I can give you a phone number, then you go ahead and give a call, and you can contact Mr. Randy Stanley.
So that means that we're not getting a refund, probably?
Again, that's what the Skydeck is. Their policies that they have. Unfortunately, I don't know their handbook. I don't have any of that.
Is there a website?
Again, the only information I have for you is to call Randy. He's the gentleman who's actually in here.
Okay. Yeah,
The infraction of the policy is all.
what was the policy that we affected upon?
Just in case we talked about earlier, the things that you guys also mentioned. The shipping hazard that we had, things like that. So it's just this request by them that you go ahead and
So is it from like talking? Is that what it was? I just want to know the reason. That's all.
I don't have any further information for you.
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Because they requested that you guys be escorted off. Who did? Skydeck itself.
Okay.
They just can't handle the flat Earth.
Apparently, can't talk about the Earth being flat. We're waiting for another friend of ours. Yeah.
The reason you were even on our radar is because someone told you to care about you. We were flying up to go ahead and say, and then we asked you to call
We put a rare scale, we put a rare light spot, I got about this, we're just talking about something. We didn't do any interview.
Okay, well that's what I got a phone call about interviewing, so I can't hear watching make sure you guys are doing.
Before, yeah, we did interview, but when we got stopped, we stopped the YouTube, there's nothing on YouTube right now, but the last person we talked to.
Well, hey guys, I understand you guys are just doing your job.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a refund on that.
We hope you had a wonderful time here at Skydeck, and we hope to see you again soon.
But we're not in any trouble.
No, you guys are complying. There's no issues that we have here. I mean, it was just, like we said, unfortunate incident that we're
Moving ahead on my future visits here to
was cash. So
Okay, you have your
ticket. Ticket.
I don't think I got a receipt. All I got is a ticket.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for taking us up. Is this yours, Tim?
Those are for the pictures.
You gonna buy some?
I was thinking about it.
You guys already can step up right over here.
Can we still buy pictures today or not?
Nick, buy them online.
Online? Okay, you can buy them online.
Okay, thanks.
We love you, Niku.
Okay.
All right, thank you. There we go.
Research letter. This way we're gonna walk around to the other side. We're gonna go research letter.
I think so. Sure.
No, it's like you're kind of criminal to be a flat earther
Yeah.
and to talk to everybody about it.
Sit up into the lobby. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop recording. There is no recording in the lobby.
Oh, for sure.
Thank